In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at a new brand from Tequilero David Suro. It is the Siembra Alteño Reposado right here on the Tequila Hombre. Coming up next. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Tequila Hombre, where today we're going to be taking a look at and doing a tasting and review of the Siembra Alteño Reposado. This is a new brand from David Suro. And of course, he went to Master Tequilero Carlos Camarena for this one at NOM 1139. It's made in La Alteña. This particular tequila is a limited edition batch. And it's made right, of course, because it's with Carlos Camarena. So we'll talk a little bit about the production of how this tequila is made next. All right, the Siembra Alteño line comes out of NOM 1139, which the name of the distillery is La Alteña. So Siembra Alteño out of La Alteña. Of course, this brand is owned by David Suro, Master Tequilero, and he paired up with another Master Tequilero in Carlos Camarena. Now, Carlos Camarena is a good friend of mine. I know him really well, spent time with him, and he is really big into horticulture, into growing things. He actually grows his own coffee as well, which he hasn't shared any of his coffee with me yet, but I'm working on getting him to share some of his coffee with me. But he's really big into farming, and so the quality of the agave that he's going to get for La Alteña, for his distillery, is going to be top notch. So he grows his own agave, they use the agave, and then they cook the agave in brick hornos at the distillery. After it's done being cooked, they then extract the beautiful sugars out of the agave fibers using a roller mill. And after they extract those beautiful sugars, they then pump the mosto into pine vats where they do open air fermentation. And then once the mosto is done being fermented, it's then put into stills where it's twice distilled. Now, for this particular Reposado, I don't have the details on the aging. It just says they use proprietary barrels on it, but it is aged, in order for it to be a Reposado, it has to be between 2 to 12 months. So it's aged between 2 to 12 months in a proprietary barrel. This particular bottle that I'm reviewing today is from batch 1, and it says batch 1 on the back. So if you have a bottle and you want to see what batch yours is, it says it right here, batch 1. Retail price on this varies online from $79 to $100. So let's get into the tasting portion and see what this tequila is all about. And I'll tell you if I think it's worth such a high price tag for Reposado. All right, so let's get this bottle opened and take a look at it. Yeah, you know, $100, because actually, even when it's $79, when you look at shipping and stuff, it's going to cost around $100 to get a bottle of Reposado. And for me, and some people may wonder, why does $100 seem like it's a lot for Reposado? Well, because a Reposado only needs to age in the barrel for between 2 to 6 months or 2 to 12 months. So between 2 to 12 months, it's not sitting that long. They can crank them out pretty easily. And the price of agave is not that expensive anymore. So, you know, there's some really good Reposados out there in the $50 to $60 range. So to pay $100 for a bottle, there's got to be something really special about it in order to do that, at least in my opinion. You know, everyone has their own opinion. If it's really, really good, then yeah, I can see paying, you know, $100 for a good Repo, especially if it's like a limited edition type of thing where it's like a one-time batch, but they're going to be making this on a regular basis. So we'll see. I try to approach things with an open mind, and but, you know, it is money that we have to spend, right? So, you know, I'm not paid by the brand. So, you know, I'm not paid by Siembra Alteño for this. I'm not paid by anybody for it. So I give you honest opinions. And so, all right. So taking a look at this one in the glass. Coats the glass beautifully. Legs and tears are just starting to break at the top there. So it's got a nice viscous, oily mouthfeel to it. There it goes. Look at them. And looking at the tequila itself, it's a light straw color. A little tint of brown to it. Crystal clear, of course. Carlos would never deliver anything other than superior. So let's see what we get on the nose on it. Beautiful, sweet cinnamon and baking spices coming through on it. Just that beautiful, oops, spilled a little on my face. Which is that beautiful Los Altos agave. It's got that kind of fruity, sweet cinnamon and baking spice notes to it. Little hint of vanilla and caramel coming through on it. Slight like ripe apricot notes in there as well. Even some like ripe rock fruit, stone fruit, rock fruit. The ones with the big pits, you know, plums. It smells really nice. It smells really nice. Nice honey note too coming from it. Sweet honey note on the top of it. It smells beautiful. It smells really good. Okay, so let's see what we get on the tasting portion. This is my first taste of alcohol, and this particular one is 40%, so it is 80 proof. So we'll go ahead and get our mouth prepped for 40% alcohol. Make sure the burn subsides for a second before we start looking for tasting notes. Okay, we're good. Salud. Has a nice silky mouthfeel to it. Definitely picking up some nice sweet cinnamon and baking spices up front. Little bit of a burn up front, but not bad. It's carrying the flavor profile through the palate, which is nice. Getting some slight vanilla and caramel notes to it. Little hint of apricot and a little hint of cherry in there as well. Some tiny chocolate note mixed in the middle of it. Some with the caramel, kind of a caramel chocolate vanilla note. Beautiful flavor profile on this. It's really nice. Really easy to drink. Not super rich. Still lots of agave there, but in the slight vanilla and caramel notes that come through. It's really in the El Tesoro kind of category, where it's like the El Tesoro style. So it's really nice. Nothing wrong with this at all. It's really easy to drink. I'd give it a solid 4 agave. It's good. Definitely something I'd recommend. But at $100 a price point, personally, I would rather go with the El Tesoro Reposado. But there's nothing wrong with this at all. So at a $100 price point, I would buy 1 bottle, and that would be about it. I wouldn't buy a bunch of bottles of it. I really like El Tesoro. That's a brand that I thoroughly enjoy, and I've consumed lots of bottles of that, and will buy more. I love what David Suro does. I love what Carlos Camarena does. But come on, $100 for a bottle of Repo, when I can get El Tesoro, I can get Tapatio, I can get some of those other ones for a fraction of the cost. Honest opinion, that's what I'm giving you. So yeah, I buy 1 bottle, and I wouldn't buy more, because I actually would instead buy El Tesoro instead. Well, there you go. There's my, if you like the information I included in this video, make sure you click the thumbs up and give me a like. If you like the information, if you like this type of honest reviews, you've come to the right place. I'm unbiased. I don't get paid for my reviews. I bought this bottle. It cost me $79. I bought it from the $79 place. It cost me $100 with shipping. Am I upset that I bought it? No, absolutely not. It's delicious. I'll thoroughly enjoy it. I'll keep it on my shelf and enjoy it. Will I be buying another bottle? Probably not. So if you like those kind of honest reviews and you like lots of information, it'll help you become a more powerful consumer so you don't waste your money on something you're not going to like, then you've come to the right place. Make sure you click the subscribe button right there and the notification bell next to it so you get notified anytime I post another honest review for you and give you informational videos that will help you become a more informed and powerful consumer. And until next time, like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. So, hey, I would pick up a bottle of Siembra Alteño Reposado. It's delicious. And I would enjoy one bottle. Salud. Bye, guys.